Guys, Mile here from RevGen. So if you're a founder, if you're a business owner of a marketing sales agency, if you run rev ops, sales ops, marketing ops, at a company and you're looking to really scale out your outbound or even just looking to get started with outbound today to start really creating a predictable and forecastable revenue through outbound, you've really come to the right place. In the video, I'm going to show you how to set up emails, configure DNS records, add them to a warming tool, then start your LinkedIn, start your email automation to really drive revenue through outbound, right? So whether you're looking to just get started with outbound or whether you're really looking to scale your existing operations, this video will be useful for you. If you're not looking for any sort of email stuff, go ahead and skip to minute 20. Minute 20 through minute 40 is just walking through a couple different tools that you can use for LinkedIn automation to get started to really bring in and drive revenue starting today. All right, diving straight in. The first thing that we're going to do is to buy a domain. So I know that I want um, what the name of my domain to be. So I've gone to GoDaddy.com. As you can see, I've signed in. If you have never, you know, signed up for GoDaddy, GoDaddy is a great hosting website. Tons of others you can use. For this example, I'm going to use GoDaddy. So go ahead and sign in. I'm not going to spend time going through how to do that. It's very simple, but I already know the name that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and type it into the search bar here and click Find Domain. Looks like .cloud is available. Um, we could do threvgen. Um, what about, I want to keep this as cost effective as possible, so let's try revgen.live. Looks like it's available for 1 cent. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy that um, because the idea here is that we're setting up a secondary domain. Um, so you're not running email through your primary domain, right? So let me just click on the cart. I do not want, we'll just do 1 year. Let me click again, view cart. I don't want protection. 1 year. First year only. Oh, if they got me. So $1.99. Okay. I'm not going to get the full domain protection. No professional email. I'm going to continue to cart. And while this is loading, so once we have this domain purchase, we can use it to set up our outbound email, which we're going to do right after this. All right, everything looks good, and I'm going to go ahead and check out. I'm going to jump straight to setting this up on Gmail just because everybody knows how to check out, right? So GoDaddy, secure your domain, check out. All right, we just purchased revgen.live, our domain from GoDaddy, our hosting website. So the next thing we're going to do is log into your admin account on Google. So that's going to admin.google.com. Again, I'm not going to go through how to sign up and all of that jazz for Google. It's very, very simple. Main thing you got to know here is, go to your admin account, admin.google.com, sign up, sign in. And from here, you can manage all of your domains and your users. You can connect your domain to your admin account, which is exactly what we're going to do now, right? So I'm going to go ahead and type in domains into the search bar of our admin account. I'm going to click Manage Domains. And then we'll click add a domain, right? You're going to enter in the domain name, click secondary domains, and then click add domain and start verification. I have added the domain, I have not verified it yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and click verify domain, get started, domain host. Use GoDaddy. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. It wants us to add, copy and paste the below code into the DNS section of your domain host's website, right? So that's GoDaddy. So it wants us to add a TXT record, the name set to default value. The value is this, and then the TTL is the lowest value. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my domains. I'm going to click, and you can just either go portfolio, domains, click DNS, and then select the domain from there. You can go to domains, click these three dots, and click edit DNS as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new record. It wants us to add a TXT record. The name, we'll just leave it value, or leave what's there. This, and then it wants the lowest TTL, so I'm going to go ahead and click save. All right, so we'll just do at, because it doesn't like the blank that we left. Cool, let's go back here, confirm. So this is connecting your domain to your admin account. So once we have the domain connected, we can add a user with this unique professional domain. And this is for, cold outbound, right? As we said before, we don't want to run any um, outbound through the primary domain that you have. So we'll just go ahead and click activate Gmail here, continue. We won't add a user now. We'll just proceed with verification. Once the MX record, let's go to GoDaddy and then just automatically add the MX record. It's really the easiest way. We'll go ahead and connect. Now it's just adding all the relevant MX records to the domain automatically, which is nice. Normally happens fairly quickly. Just bear with me while we're waiting for this to load. And I guess while we're waiting, there's a lot of ways to do this. Right now, we're doing the most simple kind of manual way. If you're adding dozens and dozens of domains, there are tools that allow you to do it all automatically in terms of DNS config, warming, everything like that. That's when you're looking to send thousands and thousands of emails. Um, but for the sake of just getting started, getting your outbound started as soon as possible, just follow these steps, right? So we verified our domain and your Gmail. Our Gmail is now ready. So I'm going to go ahead and click done. So now when I go to all of my domains, manage domains, I can see our new domain and it's verified and Gmail has been activated, right? So the next step is going to users. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in users in my Google admin account here, and then we can add a new user, right? So let's do, my name. We'll do, um, we want my first name, and then we'll do, you know, mile@revgen.live. So you're going to click the drop down here and choose the new domain that you just added, right? Um, right. We'll just go ahead and click add new user. It's $7.20 so far. So, so far, total, we have spent, what is that? $2, so $9 in just getting our email ready to go. Cool. So that is, setting up your email, getting the domain, setting up your email on Gmail, and then setting a user with that domain through Gmail as well. So we have, secured our secondary domain. We've added the domain to Gmail, our admin account. So we have the user ready to go. We have the email set up. Now we want to configure the DNS records, right? This sounds more difficult than it is. I'm going to show you how to do it in a couple minutes. Really, you just want to make sure that you already have the records that you want to add. So reach out to me directly. If you don't have the correct records, I'll send them over to you. They're everywhere online. They're in the notes section of the courses. So we want to add SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, right? This is going to ensure deliverability of your email. So let's go ahead and go into your hosting website. So mine is GoDaddy.com. I've already signed in. I can see the domain that I want to edit right here. I'm going to go ahead and click the three dots and I'm going to click Edit DNS, right? So that was in the domains section where you can see all of your domains. Click the three dots. You can click DNS here and find it that way as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new record. I'm going to do TXT. These are all TXT records. Let's go ahead and add the SPF, right? So we'll just do at, and then the SPF record is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. I'm going to go ahead and add the DMARC record. Again, it's a TXT record. The name of the name is underscore DMARC. Then the value here, I'll just attach it. Now, the only thing for the DMARC record is that we change this section where it says mail to, you'll have to add your email here, right? So I'm going to type in mile@revgen.live. Um, and in this DMARC record, we have it as p equals reject. You can also do p equals quarantine. Just keep it as p equals reject to keep it simple. So I'll go ahead and click save. TTL is always the lowest record. Now for DKIM, I'm going to, I saved the password, right? I'm going to go ahead and type in DKIM in the search bar of my admin account. I'm going to click DKIM authentication. I'm going to choose the domain from the dropdown that I want to generate the DKIM record for. I'm going to go ahead and generate record 2048. Google, all looks good. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I'm going to add a new record. I'm going to do TXT. And then I'm going to add this value here. And I'm going to go ahead and click save. It's really that simple. So SPF, DKIM, DMARC, we want to add those into the DNS records of the domain on your hosting website to make sure that we have no problems with deliverability. Cool. So the next thing we want to do is check if we set everything up correctly, right? So I'm going to go ahead and type in dmarcin.com. So dmarcin.com. And I'm going to type in my revgen.live, my domain, so we can check for the SPF, DKIM, DMARC. Cool. So DMARC is set up incorrectly, SPF is set up incorrectly, and looks like DKIM is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Authentication. It sometimes takes a minute, but you need this to change to Stop Authentication, right? You want it, and I'm just going to check back in a couple seconds or a couple minutes to show you the correct way it should look. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what's wrong here. Okay, so it looks like we have 3 SPF records. That's not good. We want 1 SPF record. It looks like we have 2 DMARC records. That's not good either because we just want 1 DMARC record. So let me just, that's all of them. So I'm going to go ahead, revgen.live. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete the one that doesn't have my email. Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this record because this is the correct record, right? We just need the at and then this. So we don't want this, we don't want this. So, and there is a way to do this. All right. So We're going to go ahead and delete this one. Then I'm going to edit this one, change this to at. I'm going to save it because that has the correct value. And then we should be able to delete this one now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to edit this one because it doesn't want us to delete this one. I'm going to add in the correct value. All right, I just refreshed the page. Let me try and edit again. Record could not be added. Let me see if I can delete it. Let me see if I can delete this one. Okay, so I was able to delete this one. And then I just want to change this one to include all. All right, so now if I go here, let me see if that fixed the SPF. Let's give this a couple minutes in order for it to update. Cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and refresh, just waited for SPF, there we go. So now we have the DKIM, SPF, and DMARC. Let's go ahead and check Google, okay, so the Google domain, DKIM, it says stop authentication, amazing. So we have successfully added all DMARC, SPF, and DKIM records to our DNS settings in our domain hosting website. We've officially set up your email. We've configured DNS records. But before we do any sort of cold outbound, we're going to need to warm that email up. You can go ahead and start doing outbound, to one or two folks that we're going to get into in this video with that email. But if we're going to do any sort of mass sort of outbound where you're sending, 50 emails a day, 70 emails a day from that same email, you're going to need to warm it up. I'm going to show you how to do that with smartlead.ai. Go ahead and sign up, choose the basic plan. There's a lot of email tools that provide warm up. I like Smartlead. So you can do this for $39 a month. I have already signed into my account. So I'm going to go ahead and click email accounts. I'm going to go click add account. I'm going to connect an email account. I'm going to click Gmail. Um, I've already added this client ID to my admin account, but you can just go ahead and click admin panel and it's going to bring you to the place where you need to add um, this code, right? So I'll just go ahead and show that really quickly. Hopefully it signs me straight in. This only takes a couple minutes. Um, it's very easy to set up. Let me just sign into my admin account. As you can see here, I have already added the SmartLead app, but you'll just go ahead and click configure new app. You'll type in the code, you'll click search, and then you'll just add this app and allow all, right? Since we've already done that, all I have to do is click connect account. We're gonna have to use the other, I don't even, uh, I'm gonna create a new password. I'm gonna click continue. I'm gonna allow. Then I have officially connected this email to this account. I'm going to go ahead and click warm up in the tab here, and I'm going to enable warm up and click update. And this email is now warming up. We need to warm it for 14 calendar days. Now, while we're warming that email, you can use it for outreach, but before you do any sort of mass outreach, you want to warm it for 14 days. We're going to go ahead and start doing LinkedIn outreach, and we're going to automate that so you can get straight into bringing in clients. So we're ready to send outbound, right? We're ready to send LinkedIn messages. We're ready to send automated emails or emails. Although, and just wait the 14 calendar days until your email is fully warmed up before you send mass outreach, mass outbound, right? One or two emails, few emails a day to targeted people is fine. So the first tool I'm going to walk through in order to send automated messages is Apollo. There's a free version, there's a basic version. It's a great tool to get started with outbound because you can get contacts and add directly to sequences within the same tool. So I'm going to walk through that very quickly right now. So I've already signed in to Apollo.io. On your left, you have lists of what you want to do and where you want to go. So I'm within companies, right? Because we want to find companies first. So for location, let's do New York City. And again, this is for my business. I'm doing this live time. So we want to get potentially people that I could sell, maybe outbound services to, right? Let's do New York City. Let's do company size. Let's do 10 to 50, right? Because at that size, it's not too small to where they don't have budget to do anything new, but it's not too big where, they'll definitely have like an outbound solution in place already. So that seems like a pretty good sweet spot. Um, and then the next filter that I want to do is industry and keywords, right? So this is where you're going to find the types of companies that you want to target. So just click on industry and keywords. Let's go ahead and do marketing agencies, right? Um, so within industries, just click this drop down. And sometimes you really got to bear with Apollo. It's a really big tool, but I just want to, walk you through all the steps to get everything set up on a starter tool like it so you can start your outreach today. Let's see if it lets me click industry and keywords. Um, cool. So industries, let's do marketing. All right, cool. Marketing and advertising. And then there's probably going to be a lot of companies that are advertising and doing marketing in New York City with that company size. So let me just see if I can type in agency, see what that does. So I'm typing in agency into keywords. Bear with me as things load here. It looks like we still have 17, okay, 400 companies. That seems like a really good place to get started. So let's just wait till it spruces up our records. Um, then you can save as a new search. So you have this search always in your account. That's good practice. Next thing I want to do is I want to highlight all or select all. Let's see if it'll load. Apply. Cool. Then I'm going to find people, right? So we've got the company. So we've marketing agencies, 10 to 50 employees in New York City. Um, And again, you can do all of this on the free version of Apollo, right? So this is a great way to start understanding your target market. So day one, once you have a domain, once have anything to sell, you're gonna want to start doing outreach. So this is how you're going to get the contact information to the folks that you're going to be doing outreach to. So as you can see here, um, we've got all of our titles, right? So these are all of the folks that are working at the companies that we found. Email status. So if we were gonna blast emails to all of these folks, assuming our email was warmed up, we would want to do email status verified. However, for now, we're really focused on just the job titles, right? Because we want to get their LinkedIn profiles so we can add them to a LinkedIn campaign right away. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and click on the titles, and maybe we want to just reach out to the owners, right? I'm going to go ahead and type owner. there's a lot of agencies that have owner titles. So it looks like we have 118 people, right? Um, so the next thing I want to do is let's just grab, you can grab all of these by, again, selecting this box up at the top, but I'm going to grab the first few, right? Just for this example. And then I'm going to go ahead and add them directly to a sequence, right? Um, Bear with me here. So we're going to add to a new sequence, right? Let's start it from scratch. Let's just do sequence name test. So we have those titles. We know we want to reach out to them. They're the owners of correct people. Looks like they all have verified emails. I'm going to go ahead and click next. They're being added to our sequence, and we're going to set up a sequence where we're going to connect with them on LinkedIn. So Apollo does offer LinkedIn features. It's one of the overlooked features of Apollo, and we'll quickly go through why that is because there are better automated solutions, which I will also show in this video. But we're just going to add a step. I'll go down to LinkedIn send connection requests. Um, Connection request. I'll do continue. I know I saved up some messages, so for the sake of time, we want the connection request to be something like this, right? So for dynamic variables, where you can capture like first name, city, all sorts of stuff. Way more information on dynamic variables, copy, and all of that in my course. Um, But however, for the first connection request, hey, are you using any outbound to get new clients like the one I'm using right now, right? Simple message. Let's go ahead and try that. Um, we'll add a step just so you can see what it looks like to set up a sequence. We'll go ahead and send a message, right? We'll wait for 2 days, click continue. Go ahead and add this message. Cool. And I'll click save changes. We could throw an email touch point in here as well. However, um, don't really want to do that yet just because we don't know how many contacts we're going to be adding here. So just start with LinkedIn first, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll have to sign in to LinkedIn. Hopefully it signs me right in. We have this sequence that we've just started. Bear with me while LinkedIn loads. And you are going to have to download the Chrome extension here, right? So this is Apollo.io's Chrome extension. Just go to, your Chrome store. Where is it? Extensions right here. Visit Chrome Web Store, type in Apollo.io, and it will be downloadable. Because you're going to need that Chrome extension for your LinkedIn outreach. Here we have it popped up here. And this is the annoying part um, of Apollo's LinkedIn automation. So you do have to have the Chrome store, and it's not entirely automated because I still have to go here um, and click on all pending. Let me refresh this because the contacts are paused in this campaign. um, let's go back to our sequences. It's not active. Let's activate the sequence. Then we'll go over here. Let me refresh LinkedIn. And I assume that will refresh the Chrome extension as well. Let's just wait for this to load. Apologies on the delay. Let's wait for the extension to pop up. Bear with me. Sorry, I have a bad habit of clicking everything while I'm waiting. Um, so I wanted to show a couple tools that we can use right off the bat. As you can see, Apollo um, makes it really easy because it has everything in one. I'm going to show you another tool right after this that has a fully automated LinkedIn solution. However, as you can see here, these are showing. So I'm going to go ahead and select all, and I'm going to click execute for tasks. And it's going to go ahead and send the connection requests on our behalf. This is the best, you know, LinkedIn solution that Apollo has right now. In terms of email, you're not going to have to do all of this, but it is going to go ahead and send the connection requests with that message that we added to the sequence to all of the folks that you added, to the sequence, to all of the contacts that you added to the sequence, right? So I don't want to waste your time while you're just watching this happen. So I'm going to just pause and quickly show you how to connect your email to Apollo as well, so you can set up automated email. So all of those connections were just sent. Now I'll go back to Apollo and just show you quickly how to get your email connected. So you're going to go ahead and click your name in the bottom left-hand corner and just click not manage plan. You can click manage plan, I guess, as well. And then on the left, you'll see profile, mailbox, phone numbers. Go ahead and click mailboxes, and then you'll link a mailbox. Click Google, oops, link mailbox. We'll go ahead and click the email that we just created, mile@revgen.live. Click allow, select all to allow for all, continue. And then the process that we just did for LinkedIn, you're going to do the same for email, right? So go ahead and find your contacts, add them to a sequence in Apollo, and you can have, you know, a much higher quantity scale of emails going out through Apollo. And it is fully automated, right? So set up your sequence, add your contacts. Just make sure you wait for the 14 calendar days to um, you know, to fully go out and have maximum capacity on your email outreach. I keep it to 50 emails per day, and you can do 30 connection requests per day just to be safe. So next video, I'll show you another tool to do LinkedIn outreach, also very cost effective, and I'll also show you how to get contacts for free for that LinkedIn outreach. Another way to do what I just showed you with Apollo is through tools like Clay and Reply, right? So just make a decision on which tools you want to use. Uh, Essentially, Reply is going to allow you to do all LinkedIn and email automation as well as SMS, WhatsApp for $99 a month, right? It is my preferred outbound tool, and I pair that with Clay So you can use Clay for $0 for free to get your first contacts, um, and then get started with Reply for 99 a month. I'll show you how to do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and sign into clay.com, right? Go ahead and sign up for it if you haven't. I'm going to go ahead and find companies, right? So again, same thing that we did with Apollo, we're using Clay to get the contacts this time, right? So let's select one or more industries. So let's do marketing, services, right? Let's do 11 through 50 employees, 10 through 50, same as before. We're just doing the exact same setup as we had before, right? And then we're going to type in New York City into, did I spell that wrong? Oh, I'm typing in countries. So we'll do United States, then include New York, right? New York City. Let's preview the companies. So it looks like there's over 100. Let's limit it to 50. We're going to import that, import to new table. We're going to continue for free, just the basic profiles of the companies. You can get very, very advanced with Clay, do a lot of enrichment. I have tons of content around Clay. Uh, but so for right now, we're going with the free version. Fastest way for you to get your outbound messages happening on LinkedIn while your email is warming. So you can start today, start bringing in revenue, right? Um, Essentially, what we want to do is we have the list of companies. So these are all, marketing services, agencies, whatnot, in New York City. Well, it seems like these are all over the place. Uh, might have to do some tweaking on that initial search, but essentially we want to find people at these companies, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click actions and find people at these companies. We'll just do job title, owner. Um, Maybe we can do location here. um, let's just do New York City, right? If you're in New York City and you have a 10 through 50 person company, probably have budget for some sales enablement if you're not doing it. Okay, so there's no one in New York City. Let's preview owners. All right, we got 22 results. We'll import those to a new table. And the basic profile will continue for free. Right? So look, we have all of them, and this is the most basic thing that they provide, but they also provide LinkedIn profiles, right? Which is great. So we can go ahead and click actions. We can export those, right? We want to download the CSV. So it's downloading the CSV. Then I'm going to go over to my sending tool. I'm going to go to sequences. I'll go to new sequence, do from scratch, and we can set up the same sequence as we did prior, right, on Apollo. So we'll go straight to LinkedIn. We'll do automatic connection request. We go to, they have a different dynamic variable formatting, so just be careful with that. You can always get the dynamic variables here. Reply has AI dynamic variables. That's a whole nother video. Anyway, this is our first connection request. We can follow up. We can send, we can like a recent post, right? Sometimes a good way to get their attention is waiting for 2 days. Go ahead and send another LinkedIn message. Add in that dynamic variable first name. this message could probably be improved a lot. I don't want to wait for 4 days after we already waited for 2 here. I want to send this message right after we like their LinkedIn post, right? Then I'll just click next, settings. I'll go back to contacts. I'm going to import the CSV that I just downloaded from Clay for free. It's not the right one. There we go. That should have just downloaded. Let's go back to reply. There we go. Oh, no, that's the right one. So we're uploading that CSV. We need their first name, their last name, their full name, and we need their LinkedIn profile, right? Then we'll go ahead and click continue. We want their contact identifier to be LinkedIn profile URL. Continue, and I'm going to go ahead and import those contacts to this sequence. And then the only thing that you have to do is connect your LinkedIn profile, right? So I don't want to go over that just because it's really simple. You just download in the Chrome store, right? Add an extension, visit Chrome Store, download reply.io's Chrome Store, go to your LinkedIn profile, go to settings and reply, click new, go to LinkedIn profiles, click new profile, and then just tab over to your LinkedIn profile. It'll pop up connect, click connect, and then you're good to go. So that's a really fast way to get your outbound going on day one. So pair it with Clay, use a LinkedIn automation tool like Reply. You could use a Meet Alfred, a Dripify. There's tons of solutions out there. This is a really good
I
one.
hope that video was really helpful. I tried to pack in as much value as I could in less than 40 minutes. There is obviously a lot more to it, right? If you want access to a more comprehensive step-by-step guide where I provide the customer acquisition funnels and copy and things like that I used in my own agency to scale it to over 30K a month with revenue directly attributed to outbound only, go ahead and just schedule a call with me. We can talk about next steps. If you want all of that just taken off of your plate and you don't even want to deal with it anymore, just go ahead and schedule a call with me as well because we offer those services. But good luck in your outbound journey, and I hope to chat with you soon.